We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OT.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you, with the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up? Welcome to the crew and you. This is episode 38. I got my man Corey there to my right, the dirtiest bird. And our other co-host G is on location. Surely, hopefully he gonna join us here soon.
I know, right? Man, probably done fell in the hose on.
How you doing today, Corey?
Man, looked like it was a tough day for all of us, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, well you know that's right. Yeah, tough day. I think tougher day for me than the two of y'all, boy.
Hell is hell. Hell is hell. You know what I mean?
know, but the way we took that the other day, boy. Whew.
I mean, was it the way y'all took it? If we start off there, I mean, okay. You want to start? You? Cause I think we all took them. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to take your L's first, or what you want to talk about mine, or where you want to go with it?
I guess but I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Before we talk about the L's, let's go ahead and pay our bill right quick.
Pay some bills. I know that's right.
Pay some bills.
For those who are looking for a new home, I know that's right. Cause listen, the way these L's happen, good.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. Are you in the market for a new home?
All right, let's get this up here.
There it is.
There it is.
Mr. Alvin Jameson. You know. So yeah, I'll start. Tough. I ain't gonna say a tough L. I'm gonna say it was a. I ain't gonna say it was eye opener either. You know what I mean? It was an L that we shouldn't have taken only because we got off of what we do, which we've established that we are a run team, and we got off of that. We start throwing it a little more than we should have. I'm not saying he was terrible. He made some not good ones on that, but we are a run team. You know what I mean? We should have stayed on that, pound the rock. I just don't know what exactly happened, but I will say the Lions came out to play. You know what I mean? What's going on? Last Laugh podcast, my man Zach from up north. James Lil John, what's going on? Kanisha Davis, Rodney, what's going on with y'all? Yeah, I'm just going over how I feel right now. I watched the game with a whole lot. It's a difference when I was supposed to be hanging out, and I ended up staying at the house watching the game, and I was in my feelings the whole time. I kept watching this small mistakes that we were making because we did not stick to the game plan, which is run the ball. You know what I mean? Just run the ball. But I'll say this here: the Lions, they got a tough defense, and then at the same time, you know, we had some chances to make more than 6 points. We had a field goal that we missed, and then, you know, we just had a few shots in the end zone that just didn't go our way. But other than that, man, it's just we got a lot of stuff to work on. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good segue with me. When you talk about a lot of stuff to work on, we got a lot of stuff to work on. I think.
What you saw?
I saw offensive line that just couldn't block nobody. That dude got sacked 9 times, 4 interceptions.
We got 7. Y'all got 9. We got 7. Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, we got sacked. He got sacked 9 times. Maybe more than that. I may have missed one.
Yeah, we got 9. We got 7 sacks and about 12 hurries.
Yeah, like I said, he had 4 interceptions. One of those interceptions was a pick 6. So whoever had Buffalo's defense in fantasy racked up today. I think they gave like 30-something points.
So let me tell you from this here. I mean, how many points y'all end up scoring? Just did y'all get on the board? Y'all got 3, right?
Yeah, I tell you about that's crazy now. So I guess Ron Rivera didn't want a shutout. So at the end of the game, he calls timeout so we could try to get in field goal range to kick a field goal to get the goose egg off the scoreboard.
I know that, right? I mean, like, come on with something on the board. Dang. So did you? Okay, I know we had talked about this before with the Bieniemy offense. I mean, did that not show up today?
It couldn't show up. I think the offensive line was a letdown. I mean, the dude didn't have. I mean, and then, you know, some of it's his fault because sometimes he does have a tendency to hold the ball too long. Yeah, so he's got to get out of that tendency. But yeah, I can't take anything away from Buffalo's defense. You know, I thought our defense was going to step up, but their offensive line blocked our defense. I mean, I don't even know if we had a sack. If we did, it was only 1. So that was kind of a letdown too.
I think we got Goff. I think we got him twice. We heard him a couple of times. We got him twice. Got an interception. And like I said, our offense just could not get off the out the blocks. You know what I'm saying? We started out with going down the field, and even on our first drive, we got 3 points. After they scored first, they struck first with their 3, and we came back. But at the same time, I just don't know. But like I said, there were some pluses, but then there were a lot of takeaways. And I say this here. Normally, I'm looking at all aspects of the game, but it wasn't just. It was more play calling for me. You know what I mean? More play calling. But at this point now, I think the Saints, they took an L. I think if I'm not mistaken, Carolina, they about to go down.
It was some surprising wins today.
Yeah. And then did the Buccaneers play? Or are they Monday night?
Yeah, I think they're Monday night. But the Packers beat the Saints. Chargers beat the Vikings. I guess that wasn't a big surprise.
Right.
But then the Texans beat the Jaguars and beat them pretty good too.
Saw that too. Yeah, saw that. Hey, but before you finish going through all that, what in the hell it was going on in was that in Miami or they was in they were in Colorado?
They were in Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
70-20. What is 70-20? Oh, hey.
There's that guy on location.
What's up, my dog?
Let's welcome my other co-host, G, to the show.
Who you walking with, Bud? Big homie?
What's up, dog? That's my homeboy Deuce, man. Grew up with, dog.
Okay, what's up, Big Deuce? What's happening? How y'all?
Hey, man.
We going over our Okay. We were just going over our positives and takeaways.
We took over the stadium, but we didn't take over the game. Look,
I ain't see a whole lot of blue in there.
That thing was filled with blue.
I ain't see a whole lot of blue.
But we look here.
That's just in your area. That's where you at, That's
where everybody walking out at.
That's where y'all walking out at.
Yeah.
They got some bruises.
We took over the stadium, but we didn't take over the game. The game.
What's your takeaways, man?
A lot of penalties, dog. A lot of penalties. Couldn't stop the run. The boys, it looked like the boys kind of took it for granted, man. Honestly, it's like we sat down players that I think could have played, like Martin, Tyron Smith, Beatis, all them. They were scheduled to play. We got to the game, they sat them out. So I think they really thought they was gonna have this game in hand, but L, man. It was an L, dog.
Now let me ask you this question, and I'll let OG get back at you. Did you see? Is there a difference in y'all defense with Diggs missing?
I think there's going to be a difference because you don't have that fear of throwing to that side no more. So it's going to be a difference. Absolutely. You don't have that. I don't think it was an issue. I think stopping the run was the issue. I think they ran for like 224 yards on us. That's the issue. That's the issue. So I think he only threw for like 160 or something like that.
Your guy? To my Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs. So it wasn't the passing that was killed. It was the running. They got one deep pass where somebody busted bone coverage, but stopping the run was the problem. And penalties. So, hey, but it's just one game, baby. We'll be back. Hey, Pee Wee, yeah, that's still my MVP, doc. Hey, you don't win an MVP in week 3.
Okay.
Come on.
Hey, G.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
Hey, if I remember correctly, week 1, you talked down on me because we had to come back from behind to beat Arizona. And you said Arizona. You said Arizona.
I did not say that. I told you good win because I said we all won. So don't even make that up. I did not say that. Don't make me go to the tape.
Go to the clip and pull it up. I told you good win. I didn't
Yeah,
say y'all
after you made
Arizona.
your judgmental statement about Arizona.
I did not.
That we struggle. So you didn't say nothing about we struggle with Arizona.
I did not say y'all struggle with Arizona.
Okay.
Don't make that up. Don't make that up.
Okay.
So what you saying? What you saying that OG is Arizona's better than we thinking that they are?
Well, the thing is that they lost in the fourth quarter to us. They lost in the fourth quarter to the Giants. The Giants had to come back and
I
beat.
got an Arizona fan on right now with me.
Woo!
Way to go, Cardinals. Way to go.
They said way to go, man. They said way to go.
Hey, you know what? I mean, we're Arizona fans, so we'll take what we can get.
That's what I'm talking about, dog. Y'all playing well, man. Y'all been playing well.
But you know what? That's okay. So check it out. That the narrative have been like our Cards have played hard. You know that.
Yeah, they've been playing hard. Right. Y'all been every
We knew
game.
it was gonna play hard.
Yeah.
Ask him a question, G.
What question?
Ask him is Joshua Dobbs a good quarterback?
This is my show.
Placement.
Yeah. This is called the podcast. It's called The Crew and You. They said it's Josh Dobbs your quarterback
Until Kyler gets healthy.
until Kyler gets healthy.
Yes.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, if Kyler was healthy right now, we'd be 3-0.
Okay. They said, hey, he said if Kyler was healthy, they'd be 3-0 right now.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
you know what, the first week, the Dobbs came up, he was like,
But he had only been there a couple of days, right?
That's
A
what
week.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
we should at least be 2-1 right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that first against Sam Howell, it was a
The
comeback,
Commanders. Okay.
but our defense showed up and we wouldn't run. But we should at least be 2-1 right now.
Okay. Hey, that's from
Right
a
now,
Cardinals fan, baby. He said they should be 2-1 right now, baby. Appreciate it. What's your name, man?
Jesse Perez, bro.
Jesse Perez, man. I'm G, man, from The Crew and You. Hey.
Can I follow you?
Yeah, you can follow us. Follow me on YouTube. Follow us on
What's your name?
The Crew and You.
The Crew?
The Crew and You.
And you.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah, check us out, man. Check us out. Nice to meet y'all. Great win, y'all.
You guys from here?
I'm Atlanta.
That's why you need them cards.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. See?
Yeah, they need a car. Right there.
You
Put
wearing
it
a
in your
Stein
pocket.
jersey too, man. Why you wearing a Stein jersey, baby?
This is Lassiter, dude.
Okay.
So, do you know Lassiter?
Yeah.
He passed away about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Look,
Okay. Yeah.
For people that don't know, G got on number 7 in for
Yeah,
Dobbs.
that's
You
what's
know,
up.
no, not Dobbs. For what's his name?
Diggs.
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 Yeah, Diggs.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that follow button on their YouTube, baby. Yeah.
That's a long walk of shame, man.
That's a long walk, dog. It's a long walk of shame, bro. Look here. They
Hey,
coming
were
at
you-
us too.
Were you in the end zone when they scored the last touchdown?
I was in the end zone when the running back from Arizona came through there.
Okay, so you
I was
weren't
in the end zone. I was in the end zone when the damn interception.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
so the other end zone. So this other end zone when Brown caught the touchdown pass over
Oh,
Gilmore.
we got to cross the street, don't we? We got to cross the street. Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, okay.
We in, I don't know where we going.
Yeah, I mean, look, don't get hit by no car.
That's what he did last week. Didn't know what to call. Oh Lord.
I know we got to cross some street. Yeah.
I know you hadn't heard about. I guess you heard about the other games. So we started talking about the other games too, and we started talking. I guess we could start that with Miami. I don't know what went on with Miami.
Damn. Did
Yeah.
I say that right? Did I say 70-20? Was that right?
70-20. It said the first time 70 points have been scored in the NFL since 1966.
That's basketball numbers. I just don't understand where the defense was on that one. If there wasn't, you know what I mean?
But
Now
now
we're supposed to have a good defense too.
I know I had put them in a pocket, like, 'cause
Miami.
I was rooting for Sierra's husband, but at the same time, I mean, no. Let me change that. I was rooting for the coach, and I was hoping that Sierra's husband got better. But at this point now, you know me, I'm different. I'm jumping. I'm getting off the boat.
and you know something, I don't know if I don't know if he played or not, but I saw on fantasy that Waddle was out today.
Yes, Waddle. I think the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, Water was out, yeah.
So let's go 70 without him.
Out Waddle. So I don't know what I can't wait to see the highlights. You know what I mean, for this game. You know what I mean. There's no way they're gonna put all their points on the highlight reel. But goodness gracious, yeah, you can't do 70. You know.
Yeah.
Another one. Dun, 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 dun. You know how they got to do it, but 70 points. Either that or they're gonna show everything because, like you said, it hadn't been done since the 60s or whatever. But golly,
Yeah, well, they can show all 70. They ain't got to show no highlights on the Cowboys. They can show all 70 points. That's they.
So then we had the Colts beating the Ravens.
I saw that too. Without Alexander. So who stepped in? Who's that backup?
Without Richardson, Gardner Minshew.
Minshew. That was that. What is it? Alexander Minshew? I mean, Richardson. My bad.
Richardson.
Yeah. So Gardner came in and played.
Yep.
Dang.
And what was the? Oh yeah. Then the other game was what? Jacksonville getting beat by who did Jacksonville get beat by? By the Houston Texans. Jacksonville got beat.
Texans finally got on the board, got him a win.
Boy,
And
you they put it on them, didn't they?
And that was in Jacksonville.
I tell you what, was another good game. The Chargers and Vikings. That was actually a good game, man. You know, like I said, somebody had to get a W.
Yeah.
James Littlejohn said Miami took their starters out at the end of the third, like they're a high school team. I mean, like they're a college team or something. You know, take all the boys out. But how crazy is that?
I'm telling you, boy.
What's go ahead.
Just goes to show you, like, we always say any given Sunday, because there was some surprises today. I know some picks that we didn't pick, some teams that won.
I know our picks all over the board at this point now.
Yeah,
I might have won 2 games.
I don't listen. A few of these I know we ain't go with. Who did y'all pick between the Chargers and Vikings?
I can't remember who. I think I picked the Vikings.
I picked the Vikings.
Yeah, I picked the Vikings too.
Was I the only one that picked the Chargers?
Might have been.
Or no, I think I changed because y'all was saying that they just traded with
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers. I think I can't remember that. I know, like I said, G had all his paperwork. You know, it's gonna be crazy. Now, let me tell you, I like my wife was saying, the defense managed to make Derrick Henry look terrible on that on that Titans game. Hey man, I think Derrick Henry. We're watching the change of the guards here. You know, where the king used to be the king, and he's not anymore. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts on that?
Is it him not being the king, or is it kind of like with us, the offensive line not that good?
I mean, you got to give him something. You got to give him. He's a little hole to get through there. I mean, he ain't finna pound you like he used to. But
right.
You know, if you stack the box, he can't. He ain't finna turn the corner like he used to anymore. I think. Well, he going on his. This is almost 10 years, ain't it? You know.
Well, yeah.
I think it's 8 seasons, right?
I'm not sure how long he's been in there. He's been in there a minute.
Right. He got some wheels on him. You know, got some years on them wheels. But I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like I said. I think I'm like you. There were a lot of games that we didn't pick. I didn't pick the Colts. I don't think you did. Did you pick the Browns over the Titans?
I think I picked the Browns because I said Deshaun Watson was gonna come back this game.
Okay. I think I was being a hater and I picked the Broncos. You know, because I had to be consistent. Patriots and Jets.
I think I picked that. I don't even know who I picked on that game. I can't begin to tell you.
Me either. I can't remember either. I think I did pick the Bills over the Commanders. I'm not sure, but I think I did. I know I went.
I know I picked the Commanders. We're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do like the Jets did. Nah, that didn't happen. Never fashion at all.
Right. Saints and Packers. Who you pick?
I think I picked the Saints.
Okay, I wasn't going with the Saints. I know I wasn't going. I needed them to take an L.
So I think did Derek Carr get hurt in that game?
Yeah, Carr did get hurt. Your boy finished with them. Who you pick with Jake? The Bills and Commanders. G.
Bills. I got the Bills.
Patriots and Jets.
I got the Jets.
All right, Jets took an L. On the Titans and Browns, who you go with?
I think I went with the Titans, dog.
Did you go with the Titans? Okay.
I think so. I think I did. I after what I saw at the debacle on Monday night with the Browns, I said I ain't going with them.
Yeah. With the Panthers. Oh, my bad.
Hey G.
Yeah.
Zach put a question out here. I don't know if you can see it or not. So his question was, what about Dak? Say the first 2 weeks, everything was perfect. Is he improved? Let me finish the question, man.
I know, right? Hey.
Golly. Is he improved? And was this an anomaly? Or more of the same coming?
What was an anomaly? What's the anomaly?
Him throwing the interception in the clutch.
He had one interception.
In the clutch.
He had one interception.
The clutch.
That's considered the clutch.
At the end of the game, trying to come back.
They was down 10 with 2 minutes left. That's considered clutch.
So okay,
I mean, y'all change the narrative to make it seem right for you. Okay, but that's
okay.
Cool. Look,
okay.
So
go ahead.
So how did he play? He played out there with his backup offensive lineman the whole game. So what do y'all want this man to do? My defense gave up 224 yards, but y'all want to ask about Dak. So
I just asked that. That came from a Cowboy fan, man.
That came from a Dak hater and Zach. This is what I'm saying. Like, it don't really make a whole lot of sense. You wait till he throws the interception. Then when I ain't seen Zach since last year.
He come in around football season.
We were 2-0. Zach ain't saying nothing. Now we take a loss. Now Zach come back on here.
Zach has reached out since football season started. I'm gonna put him in. Don't do that.
Wait a minute. No. Don't just throw him in there because he got to be there to be thrown in there. He ain't been there. He ain't been on the podcast.
What?
He hadn't, but yes, he has. Yeah, he has.
Not when the season started.
Past 3 weeks, but he's contacted me. You know what I mean? I said,
He's done this since the season started, hadn't he?
I think he has. You know what I mean? I'm giving Zach the benefit of the doubt here.
He was on there before the season started. Yeah, preseason he was in there.
Okay.
Preseason kickoff.
Okay.
We was winning. So Zach ain't gonna say nothing when we winning. Everybody knows Zach's the biggest Cowboy hater.
Hey,
He's a Cowboy fan. What you talking about?
Zach,
The most up north dude we know, and he a Cowboy fan.
look at my face.
hey, but speaking of people not showing up, I think it was a lot of people on this podcast when y'all were 2-0. But I think tonight they let you take this brunt by yourself.
Look, my wife, you stupid OG.
I'm just saying.
Look, my wife said he take care of baby. Look, and he said he take care of a baby. My wife said he take care of a baby. He has some slack.
He left the baby alone when the Cowboys lose, huh? He don't care about the baby when we lose.
So, okay, well, look at it like this then. All right, so he was 25 for 40 for 249 yards, 1 TD, 1 INT. Now, was that the same type of numbers that in the first 2 games?
Pretty much. He hasn't had no interception.
Without the interception. So,
Actually, he had more yards this time than he did last time.
okay, so
He just didn't have interception.
okay, so he always throwing for about 40 attempts.
No, that was a lot. That was a lot this time.
Okay.
I think we threw for like 38. Well, I mean, I guess he was 38 last time, so he was 38.
So I will say this here. I'm not going to agree with Big Country with the anomaly. I just felt like, like you said before, the run game is where y'all lost a little bit of control, and then me having Dallas's defense, like I said, they let today, they got me 2 points today.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I said, I mean, first game came out 40. Second game, I think I got like 38, 31, something like that. I mean, this game here, they were playing like a quarterback person on your roster, but I just think, like you said, the Arizona Cardinals
Y'all
came
taking shots. Y'all taking shots.
Who taking shots?
Whoa.
That's that.
Right.
That's that saying that.
He was saying comment.
I'm talking about Corey. Talking about my defense playing like a quarterback y'all got on your team. That what you just said?
No, I said your defense was playing like a quarterback, like putting up points in fantasy football.
But they didn't today.
That don't make sense? Yeah, I'm talking about fantasy. That's what I'm saying. The defense put up points, and today they didn't, They said, dang, we throwing a shot. I ain't throwing no shot. I'm just saying, I had him in like a starter. Look, I didn't even have 2 people sent me trades for the defense. I got trade, make trade.
Yeah, you a hater. Everybody know you a hater.
Who a hater? Who a hater?
Zach.
Oh, he talking about, he reading the comments. He said, damn, I was just, he sent me a comment. He said, damn, it says, he said, fine, I won't be back. Nah, I don't do that. He said, I'm a hater because I asked the question. Nah, I get where your question comes from. You know what I mean?
Man,
but
please.
Now, hold on, G. Now, you know this just as well as we had. You always say the same thing. Cowboys are the most criticized and most scrutinized team out there. This is your team doing the scrutinizing. It's your fan. Yep. Yeah. Wait, they can't. Got to get across the street now. Okay.
They still know where the car is, I don't think.
You know the car last time, didn't
you? Yeah.
There's a shuttle?
All right, boy, trying to get on the shuttle.
Down there? Okay. Thank you, brother.
Let me ask you. Go ahead, OG.
Hey, G, what do you think about the 4th down that McCarthy decided to go for it, 4th and goal? They didn't make it. But
I was cool. I was cool with that.
So you don't think he should have took the point?
No. I thought we was on the 2-yard line, 3-yard line. We stop them there, and we don't make it. We expect our defense to get us the ball back with no problem right there. So yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't want to keep going out there and kicking field goal. We're trying to get in the end zone, man. But didn't work.
Who's in that Panther team?
Snack, Panther, and let me see. Is he a Falcons fan?
Nah, he don't have a team. Remember?
I don't have no team. Okay. He just come
no
on here
team.
talking.
he just come on here and just talk trash about everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Now I say this here. Can I ask y'all this? Are there any teams that y'all were bandwagoned on or hitched your wagon to that you done disconnected from outside of your main team?
No.
I can't say if I actually hitched on somebody. Y'all hitched
So like
on
me.
somebody. Yeah, y'all thought that Sean Payton was gonna be the miracle.
I sure did. Deuces. I'll holler. It's over with me. Sean Payton, I thought he came in like a positive black woman. No, it's over. Now I will say this here. Wilson don't look as bad as he did. It's just not his fault, anymore. You know what I mean? So it's kind of he kind of got the Deion Sanders effect for me now.
Because they hadn't won a game.
They hadn't won
Nothing.
So, I mean, like I said, I think a lot of our picks, took some L's.
Instead of taking to the orange line. Sure.
Still trying to find his whip. Man. That's crazy. But yeah, I was intrigued with how I thought, the Broncos was going to end up doing or being, but I holler, I'm good. Big Steve-O, what's happening? It's not that I have another team. That's what I'm just saying. This team that we were interested in. That's what I was saying, teams that we were looking at because of changes that they made. So I know I'm not a Broncos fan. That's why I was asking, are there any teams that y'all may have that y'all had interest in that y'all, I'm going to holler at y'all. Right? No reason me to keep looking at me.
Yeah, I don't think I have actually jumped another team. Like I said, some disappointments today. I mean, some teams I thought was going to win that lost, but I can't say that I actually jumped on the bandwagon on another team.
What about you, G?
No, never.
Now look, y'all, don't get it wrong. I ain't saying like being a new fan. Or I'm just saying somebody where you seen some changes made. You like, let me pay a little attention.
No,
I think you don't want to doing that because you were going with Sean Payton, and then of course you going kind of like with the Rams because of the quarterback in Georgia. So
hey man, they let Bennett go. They took him off the team.
Yeah, he got a problem. Yeah, he got a problem.
He got an alcohol problem for real. So they went on ahead and released him.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's stuff like that where you were hoping that he would have probably had a chance to do a little something, but they just went on and gave him his outright release already.
Maybe if he gets himself together, maybe somebody else will pick him up.
But now he did have this alcohol problem in Georgia. You know what I mean? He's been had it, man. It's just they did a good job covering it up down there. But now that he doesn't have to, worry about, he's grown up at this point. He's grown in, but
Steve-O said he's very low key a Falcons fan.
Who is me?
Steve-O.
Where he said that? Did he say that?
No, I'm very low key a Falcon fan.
Yeah. Look, and said Albert James said, I feel you. I thought Wilson and Payton were going to do a better. Yeah, I did too. I thought they were going to, make some things happen. I was looking for something, Yeah, I didn't change, and now I'm looking at Miami like, wow, that was 70 points. You got to go. What are they doing over there? But
next week for them would be kind of interesting. They play Buffalo next week.
Shootout, So
I don't know where they're playing at, but I know they play Buffalo next week. I remember them saying
so
that.
look, So let me ask y'all this. We can go back to. I don't want to just. Go ahead, G. Huh? What you said? What you said, G?
Y'all talking about y'all team?
Yeah,
we already did that.
Yeah, we did that first.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
I know when we talk about having a secondary team, I guess that's a good segue into talking about college football.
Facts. Which way you want? Which way you going?
And we might well go ahead and start with Colorado since we're talking about some of us believed and some of us didn't believe.
Hey, it ain't been a good weekend for Colorado. Anybody in Colorado?
Yeah. So I let me help with this one, OG, if you don't mind. I put a post up on TikTok, and it was more or less about the coach, about Dan Lanning, and this whole thing that we've been talking about for weeks, with it being personal. I put a post up, and I put one up on Facebook that got a lot of meat. Was it personal for Dan Lanning? Did he take it personal because of all the hype with Colorado? Was it he that took it that far? As opposed to most of the other coaches, they started talking early, and that gave Deion something to go. It's personal now. He didn't say nothing until game day. You know what I mean? What y'all take on this Colorado situation, bro?
He said he taking.
I don't know. I think with that coach, I think it's kind of like a smart move on his side, not to give Colorado any fuel, any ammunition coming into that game.
Yeah.
So what we saw was the speech he gave his team in the locker room before they took the field.
Right.
So that's right at game time.
Green, anybody green?
I always said that though. My major concern with Colorado was their defense.
Yeah. Man, I think you've been saying that the whole time though.
Yeah, they didn't put up points this week, but I got pretty good confidence in Shedeur, but he didn't have that great of a game this week. But it's just that thing. I mean, Oregon was ready. I mean, they don't watch the tape. They seen what they did, and they was ready. And I'm afraid of what may happen this upcoming week.
USC.
Like them losing Travis Hunter with these two big games coming up. Not saying you can't really say that he's made a big difference, but we don't know because he's not there.
Yeah,
but I think just the atmosphere not having him there, I guess, plays a part also.
I think you made a point earlier when you said that they lost two players when they lost him. Which on both ends of the ball. But I guess I got to answer the question. With those two players in that one, would they have made a difference last night?
I don't know. It's like I said, it's tough to say. But the way Oregon was playing, I don't think it would have made a difference. But you never know what he could have done. There could have been some type of momentum swing on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
he played both sides of the ball, so we don't know what he could have done that could have helped them momentum wise. And the only thing they got going for them this week is they coming home. Yeah. So they're playing USC at home now. Whether that's gonna make a difference or not, I think it will at the beginning of the game. But how long is the crowd going to stay in the game if they start losing? And it goes back to the same thing too. It's going to be interesting to see how many celebrities are going to be there this week. Now they're taking one on the chin. This question came up last week, and I said that if the celebrities go come, then just don't come when they winning. That's what I'm saying, because if you just come when they're winning, and let's say they go back-to-back losses, and then I think they go to Arizona State, but when they come back home, if there's no celebrities there, then how that's going to make them young men feel?
You're a loser.
But I'm saying, though, it's like I'm already losing, then you'll slap me in the face because then you can't show up because we're losing now.
Yeah, but listen, they go. It's like this: if you don't win, it go back to what it looked like last year. You got, for what Deion has brought there, you got to stay on top of that. What you got, D?
Yeah, I don't think the celebs going nowhere, man. I think they don't come for Colorado. They come for Deion. Deion's still there. They're gonna be there for Deion. So win or lose, or draw, man, they're gonna be there for him, man. So I don't think they really have to worry about that. The celebrities not coming in attendance. I think you got to worry about the fair weather fans. I don't think the celebrities are really fair weather fans. I think they're, like I said, they're fans of Deion Sanders.
But these are celebrities. These celebrities are fickle. That's the reason why they came down in the first place, right?
They came down for Deion, right?
Yeah.
Deion he ain't gonna change. Deion's still gonna be the same Deion.
But what if Deion end up in a loser?
They lost at Jackson State. They ain't stop them from coming out there.
No, they didn't.
They didn't lose that many games at Jackson State though.
Not like that.
They lost the big game, and guess what happened? The next year they was back down there again.
Yeah, I mean, but they lost. They lost the big game at the big bowl game. But then the hype comes from every game that follows up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the bowl game was the end of the season. Then next, Deion do another 10,000 videos during the summer. We coming. Bringing a whole lot of back. Then they do the whole thing again. But
you better get Deion now. Yeah. Once he gets another recruiting cycle underneath his belt, you about to see a whole different team. They need some people in the trenches.
Yeah.
They need some big boys in the trenches.
Before we do that, let me welcome Eric Thornton on to the show. Also, Tony, our premium apparel woman. Welcome to the show. Snack Panther. I know we had already talked to you a little bit. Albert Jameson is on also, but now okay. I think they got to get bigger on the line, but at the same time, what's going to happen with USC if they take an L at the house? They can get these smaller teams, but these big power teams. What happens when they play them?
They don't have enough bodies, big bodies, to play with these big boys like USC and Oregon right now. So what you saw in that Oregon game is probably what you're gonna see in the USC game as well. Yeah. The up front, the trenches, man, they getting manhandled down there. They gonna need, they like you said, they can deal with the Colorado State, but this is what you're gonna have, man, the first year. But I still think it's gonna be enough to get them in a bowl game, though.
Can they win the division?
Yeah. Who's in the division?
I don't think they can win the division, can they? I don't know if the Pac-12 is divided up like this or not.
And they don't have the East and West.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
In the Pac-12,
but
I know
they were able to withstand it with TCU.
But TCU was their first game, and then now I'm gonna ask this question: was TCU not that good, or was like I said, because they did lose. They lost their quarterback to the draft. They lost running back and their main wide receiver all to the draft last year because of the trip that they took to the national championship where they took the L to Georgia. But were they not that good in this Pac-10 season coming in now, or did we just give them more credit than we should have?
TCU, remember when they played Georgia? What was their? They were too small in the trenches, and the same thing with Colorado. They're too small in the trenches. I don't think they're not good anymore. I think they're just too small.
So TCU ain't been in the top 25 since they took that L. Colorado done fell out of the top 25. Which we kind of expected being 19, taking this L the way they did. It was gonna be, it was an easy assumption to make that they were going to be out of the top 25 by that time.
Hey, Kanisha asking the question: is anyone really expecting them to beat USC? They want to have a relatively good season, but I don't think they're gonna beat USC. But I just hope they have a better showing at home against USC than they did against Oregon.
So USC moved up to number 6. Oregon is now at 9. G's favorite Utah, it moved up to number 10. Georgia still holding tight at number 1. Florida State, they moved down 1, which I thought was a little surprising. They moved Ohio State up above Florida State, which I don't agree with that, too much. But at the same time, I'll say this here though. He gone. Before I'm about to let it have it, they kind of snuck one by with Florida State, and Ohio State kind of did the same thing.
But you know why Ohio State went up? Because Ohio State beat the ranked team. They beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame.
I know. Shoot, Notre Dame.
But Florida State went to overtime with an unranked team.
But let me tell you how they do Notre Dame, though. That Notre Dame moved down 4. You know what I mean? And I'll be straight. I know we don't said this before, man. I think I always feel this way whenever Notre Dame lose. I just feel for the coach. You know what I mean? So, but to go back to what we were talking about as far as the topic, Deion is only going to be as good as as his win percentage. If he wins, then he has a chance. But like right now, he started off well with them 2 wins, had him in the top 20, and a good L, you're out of there because he struggled last week too. They failed one, and then this one here just dropped them. I hate to see where they are now, but I 2 losses, a 2-loss Pac-12 team. I don't think we'll see him anymore this year in terms of rank.
Yeah, when I look, they don't have a division in the Pac-12 like some conferences do.
Right.
They just I think then the ACC is going to do that too. So the ACC don't have a division. So for them, the top 2 teams are the ones that be playing in the ACC championship. Now I'm not sure if the Pac-12 has a championship or not. I guess they do.
But
so they must
even with that being said, OG, talk to me, the way we expected this to happen. Did we expect Deion and them to win? I know I had 5. How many wins did you have him taking this season?
I think I had them like 7.
You had 7?
Maybe 7 to 8.
Is 7 still possible?
I think 7 is still possible. I think they're going to struggle with these top tier teams like USC and Oregon, but then I think they can beat the likes of the Arizona State. But I guess I had to go back and look at the schedule because I know they still got to play Utah, and we already talking about Utah.
Another power team.
Yeah. So I guess probably to go back and look at it. But I think they can at least make it to a bowl game. I'm thinking. I think they can at least get 6 wins.
I was just about to say to be bowl eligible, they got to get 6, right?
They got to get 6 to be bowl eligible. Yeah.
Got to get 6. And I was trying to find their schedule too. I had it up, but I can't remember because I gave him a slick 4. Me and my boy Eric Thorne, he gave him, if I'm not mistaken, I think he gave him 8, possibly 9 or 7.
I got it right here. I got it right here. So of course they play USC this week.
Mm-hmm.
Then they go to Arizona State. Then they come back home against Stanford.
Stanford gonna be tough too.
I don't know if Stanford gonna be tough. I think they can get Arizona State and Stanford. I could be wrong.
All right.
Then they go after they play Stanford. They got a bye week. After the bye week, they go to UCLA, which is gonna be tough, probably. Then they come home against number 19 Oregon State. After that, they play home to Arizona. Then they end up on the road going to Washington State and Utah.
That ain't no easy road, man.
I think they can at least get 3 wins out of those games. Though. I think they get 3 wins to become bowl eligible.
Oregon State moved down to 21. They moved from 19 to 21.
So I think they can get at least 3 wins out of those remaining games to become bowl eligible.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But that's what I'm saying now. Like Deion said in his press conference, they trying to beat me. He said, I ain't out there. He said, but at the same time, he said, beat me while you can right now. But to me, that shows that your attitude has changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That shows me that you telling me, this gonna be the worst that what I say, this is the worst that we're gonna ever be. That tells me that you're losing a little confidence in either defense or offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think somebody asked the question though, but what happens if they should happen to upset USC?
That's the same thing we would have asking the question, what happens if they would beat Oregon? We would have still been on the bandwagon, Now Now, what is it? Deion is not God, right? I get that. No one should expect him to take, a 1-11 team to the playoff on a playoff run. That's true, but the thing is, the reason why he's getting so much flack is because of like you said, they put everything on social media. They put everything on. This is what we gonna do. This is everything is personal. Everything is this. Everything is that. Eric said 8. I still ain't 8. I go Big Steve-O, and I stay 5. But I'm saying for what he says, for what they do, the spotlight that's on them, we expecting them to win. Celebrities and all that stuff ain't coming to watch these boys lose, or to be a losing spectacle. It was what we expected, right? We expected, big things for this team. That's what I'm saying.
But do we really expect big things? Like Kanisha said, and like we've been saying, when they played their first game, none of those players had ever played together before.
True, and then, you said,
he's basically got, even though Colorado's been there, but he's basically got a team starting from ground zero. It's kind of like they're a new team even coming into it. Starting the football team at their school. It's kind of like that. And to me, to do what he's done so far, with them being, like Kanisha said, with them being 1-11 last year, and being 3-1 now, that speaks volumes. To me,
I guess. Remember, look, I wasn't on the bandwagon from the jump. Now at the same time, I'm just saying, so let me ask you this question here. And when I said me and my partner at work, we talked about this. Should Deion Sanders shut down the amount of media talk that he's putting out there?
I think Kanisha just answered your question with her statement. Kanisha answered your question with her statement.
His social media presence is what's going to drive his recruitment. It is. But so you saying he shouldn't?
No. Now, but I think he's doing it, and he's not presenting any blasphemy or anything like that. The team they're about to play, I don't think he's saying this. We're coming. He's not doing kind of like the Colorado State coach did, and saying the kind of things that coach said. He's not saying anything negative about anybody's team. I don't think he's doing this trying to get his team hyped up and saying we coming. He's not doing any predictions or nothing like that. But that's just Deion. That's the way he's gonna be. And that's what's that?
When you do that, say if you had a child that was on that squad and they, mediocre, but they're on the team right now, does that help me to think that my child isn't good enough to be on this team that he expects to win? You know what I mean? I know it's competitiveness, when it comes to sports, but when he said something like, this beat me now, because I know, we're not saying that he's saying I know we're not that good, but this is gonna be the worst that I've ever been. That lets me know that you don't have confidence in who I got, which we know they're not big. They're not big enough. Shedeur was on the ground, I think, 9 times, and he was hurried. I don't know, a lot more, but I'm just saying, for what he's expecting and what he's going to get, are they going to actually come down to Colorado because he's putting so much social media out there?
I think some people will come to Colorado just because of him. It's just like I've said. It's just like I've said in the past. You had some kids, which Alabama is a bad example now, but when Alabama was at the top of the game, you had some kids that could probably go and play a lot at a different school, but wanted to go to the Alabama because Alabama was winning that time, and I can sit on the bench and get me a championship ring.
Sure.
So I guess it's just wanting to be around him. I guess if you think you're gonna have a chance to play and you're a defensive back and you're gonna learn from one of the best in the game, then you want to have that opportunity. So I think some of the kids will still go there.
But like my dude was saying, do you think it's a distraction? Can the social media presence become a distraction?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how you look at it, and I guess I think if he thought it was a distraction, then he wouldn't do it as much.
I guess because
evidently he don't think it's a distraction.
The reason why I'm asking is this week we were looking for the Oregon coach to say something to get him some kind of fuel, and it didn't happen. He just said, I ain't saying nothing until the game day. He ain't gonna see my comments until halftime and at the end of the game. They looking for clicks, we looking for wins. Now he did say, "Listen, I heard him. I keep receipts." Hey, man, listen, but the game is gone. He lost it to the L. I mean, you know.
So you think he needs to cut back on the social media?
I just think certain things, yes, certain things, should be kind of left, because like I think Shedeur was giving up a lot of his info, on how he was playing. He was telling what I was looking for when I'm looking like that Colorado State game. He was telling what he was giving some too many tales, and I get that we're in that social. I was answering some questions last night on that post that I put out. I get that we're in that social media phase where this is how you recruit other players. Some players want to come down there. Some parents want to come down there, say, because he's a good coach. Some parents don't want their coach nowhere near. I mean, their kids nowhere near Deion. But you're right. Social media has a heavy presence, but I think certain things can be, cut short and just like you said, just play the game. You know what I mean? But
I think Eric Thornton just brought up a valid point. We're talking about they need to get strong on the D line with Warren Sapp coming.
Yeah,
be there with Deion.
Yeah,
that may bring in some stout defensive linemen coming to Colorado.
Sure, if they know they're gonna get coached by Warren Sapp, shit, yeah. But this year, he gonna have to get as much out of those players as he can with what Deion has. Like it's like coming down there and making a recipe, and you don't have all the groceries that I need to do so. It does make sense, but at the same time, I mean, everybody's gonna be a part of this social media movement that he does as a coach. You're gonna have to show I ain't saying that he's gonna have to show all his moves, but I think Warren Sapp has been on 3 shows already telling him that he's coming, to Colorado. I'm coming. I got my paperwork ready. Deion already got me a spot. He done been on 3 different shows.
Yeah.
Now I just like I said, I agree with you, Tony. They can cut back on the social media, but now it's too late. You got to keep going with how you do things. You can't cut off what everybody's looking at. And yes, he's showing that he's coaching more than just. He's coaching the players in life and all that, but I think it's just still a lot that he adds on to the social media aspect. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm still a non-believer. I want him to be successful, but I want him to be proven wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
let me see. Yeah. Now that Snack Panther said that. Yeah, it was disrespectful. I'm going all out. I felt like he was trying to embarrass him. That was my take, because he said at halftime and they were up by 42. We still not done. I'm still not satisfied. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think that was disrespectful to do that too. But and I guess he was trying to send a message too. I mean, I guess to kind of let Deion know, yeah, you the new guy here, you got the social media presence and all this kind of stuff, but we are still the team to beat in the Pac-12.
But this is second year too, right?
One of the teams. I'm not sure how long he's been there. I'm not sure.
He came from. He was on Alabama's squad when he was like an assistant at Alabama 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But what do you say? Where's number 1 McClain?
Yeah, it's the number 1 defensive back, I think. No, it's not. Is it defensive back or quarterback? I know they got a quarterback, a number 1 recruited quarterback that's looking at Colorado. He came out there on the recruiting trip. Yeah.
Now
I think the players still gonna come to Colorado. But I guess seeing his social media, they know what they're stepping into. And they know the kind of coach that Deion is. So you can't say that I don't know what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
Because he's putting it all that down on social media.
Now, I will say this here though, and this is not taking anything from Oregon. But Bo Nix is in the same situation like Bennett was. Bo Nix is like 25, almost 24 to 25 years old. When he was at Auburn, he played against Herbert. When Herbert was the starting quarterback at Oregon. And that was 4 years ago. You know what I mean? So Bo Nix is a little older. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is Bo Nix's 3rd team, using that portal. So you can use it as them being a good school, but then if you got a 25-year-old quarterback playing against college kids, of course he's gonna be a little bit better. You know, he kept saying Bo Nix is the best quarterback in the league right now. Sure, he's older, he's more experienced. He's been, you know, on 3 different squads. So,
but is he the best quarterback in that league?
In the Pac-12, he's one of the best in the Pac-12. I'll give him that. You know, right now,
he's better than the guy from USC.
USC got putting up hella numbers too. I'm just saying, Bo Nix has a better presence in the pocket. You know what I mean? So, you know.
All right.
So, but anyway,
it's been a great show, everybody out there. I mean, this chat line has been popping tonight. Yeah, y'all been putting the chats in here fast, and I can bring them up.
All right. Let me see.
Yes.
Eric still posing. You got Steve-O still on here. Tony. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, your wife Kanisha. I mean, everybody out here just chatting it up, man. We really appreciate that. Appreciate y'all joining us here on this Sunday night. And on Sunday nights, you know, we usually try to keep it at hours because we know people want to get to the game. You know, we got Steelers fans on here, and the Steelers are playing right now.
Oh, I was about to say, did we even pick who you got?
I think we picked all these games. I can't remember who I picked. I think I picked the Steelers in this one. I think, you know, it's hard to remember what we picked.
I know, right? Especially when the game come up. So, well, real quick, then, like I said, you got Steelers. I think you said you picked Steelers, and then Monday night Eagles and Buccaneers.
Oh, I know I picked Philly.
Yeah. Oh, Bo Nix is 23. Okay. He'll be 24 by the end of the year. That was it.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody that's out there. Hope I don't miss anybody. I know we got Eric Thornton, got Kanisha Davis, James Littlejohn, Snack Panther, Not Your Average Guy, Eric Thornton, Tony Smalls, Larry Wright. Who else I missed out here? I said Kanisha, Eric, Rodney Littlejohn.
Well, Alvin Jameson. You said Steve-O?
Yeah, that's it, Steve-O.
Zach.
Zach. Appreciate you coming here, Zach, getting G all hot under the collar. I like that. Yeah, you know, at least I don't know when they can do that.
Hey, Steven. Oh, Snack Panther.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Wolf was in here. So I
appreciate
everybody. Yeah, Michael Wolf was in here also. So I appreciate everybody from joining this episode 38. Like I said, the chat line was on and popping tonight. I guess we had some serious topics that everybody wanted to get their words in to get their message across. So if I missed you, don't count it against my heart, count it against my mind, like my man G always say. And when you come, don't come by yourself. Come bring a friend with you. I can't say it like he said, but but don't come by yourself. Bring a friend with you also. And you know, we appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. And the G, it just seems like he always had send the charger for his phone or something for Christmas or something like that.
Hey, I would say he needs to stop putting a charger in his pocket.
Oh yeah. So y'all look for us on Wednesday at 8:00. We didn't get to talk about the WNBA today, but we will talk about it Wednesday. I just want to say one thing to Corey to let him know that his team lost today in their first game at home. That would be the New York Liberty. They got beat the first game.
Oh, Breonna Stewart.
Yeah, they got beat the first game of the semi today. So, but we'll pick that up on Sunday. I mean on Wednesday. I had some popcorn talk, but we didn't get it in tonight. But I made sure.
Yeah, I know you were ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready. But yeah, everybody out there, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed the show. If those out there didn't get a chance to check us out on the it's recorded. So check us out on the wherever you watch your podcast.
So all y'all Steelers fans, y'all better hold on to something because y'all ain't looking great. Rodney, Steve-O, you know, I don't know who else out there, you know, but.
And for myself and Corey and G who dropped off on me, y'all have a great week. Stay safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. Be out. Peace.
Let's go.